everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we are going to be testing out the hack of French. I've painted 5 different nails that are all different lengths and shapes in 2 coats of peachy nude, which is just perfect for French nails. I'm going to be using this stamper because, as you can see here, it's already broken and it's very rare that I use it. So that's the one I'm going to be using, just because obviously I don't really care if I ruin it because it's already broken. So here's my 5 nails. I'm going to try it on different shapes and lengths to see if it works best in some ways rather than others. All I've done so far is just use my lint-free roller to make sure that my stamper is totally clean before I apply anything to it. I'm going to be using Alaska from Gel Perfection and also glitter slippers from Gel Perfection for the Frenches, just to mix it up a little bit. So my only concern is that obviously I need to apply pressure, and it's going to be pretty difficult while they're on these things. So I'm going to use, I bought these from Sparkle Supplies UK really recently and genuinely was like, I don't know why I bought them because they have literally no use whatsoever, but I've now found a use. I'm going to attempt to put it on the end of here just for me to hold it. I'll probably end up just holding it normally, but never mind. So I'm going to take the tacky layer off these that I've painted, mainly just because I am going to be handling them like with my fingers, because obviously I'm going to need to hold them somehow because they're fake nails and they're not glued onto somebody. Would have been much easier if I'd have actually glued them onto myself, or not had to do that and just did it on my own nails, but they're not due to be done yet, and I really don't want to do them before I need to because I've already done them way too often this month. So here we are. But anyway, so I'm just taking the tacky layer off all of the nails, ready for me to be able to hold them, because obviously I don't want to be coming into contact with that inhibition layer constantly. So these are the nails. I'm going to take them off, and my plan is I'm going to get this, I'm going to pop it on the end of one of these, and then I'm going to pop the nail on the end of that, which is not going to work probably because I still need to put pressure on, and that's obviously not going to be able to be done. But my plan is to have it on the end of here. I'll be able to hold this and then apply pressure, so it should be okay. So luckily there's quite a few that comes in the set when you buy these, so I've literally got enough to have a nail on each. So I'm going to attach all those and then we can get started. Okay, so I've attached all those nails onto the end of these stick things. So my plan is, this is just like the first of 2, so I am going to eventually practice this like on my own nails and stuff. But basically last time I did my nails before these, I had them really short and I didn't want to get gel polish all over the tip of my nails, so I would only do it if I had something to cover my hands, like my fingers, or if I was having long enough nails like these ones where I could have it on the tip without it actually touching my skin, if that makes any sense. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So my plan is obviously just make sure that this is clean again. I'm going to paint this with my white gel polish. Don't know how much I need or anything. This is all just trial and error. We're just basically hoping for the best here. So painted that on. I'm then going to start off with a shorter nail, I think, just to make it a little bit easier on my first go, because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm then just gonna hold this a little bit, straighten it up for a start, and I'm just going to push this nail at an angle into the white gel polish. How easy was that? That is magical. Look at that. I'm going to do like different amounts of white. Why is my camera having such a moment? I'm going to do different amounts of white on each nail. Like some will be thinner, some will be thicker, but for now, like, I'm happy with how that one's turned out. I'm going to go in again. Make sure both sides are equal. I'm really happy with that, you know. Look at that. And what is happening to my camera today? Well, my phone even. But yeah, I'm going to pop that one in the lamp. So that's the first one. Cure that, keep it where it is. So obviously I've now got a lot of this on my stamper, so I'm just gonna see what the best way to remove it is. Just wiping the excess with a lint-free wipe. There's nothing on this wipe, and then I'm going to go over my lint-free roller again to get lint roller. Gosh, I'm losing the will to live. And then just make sure it's as clean as I can get it. So the next one, we'll mix it up a bit. I'll use the glitter colour. just so it's not completely the same. And just that thing in there is the scratch that I've got in this already is here, so I'm trying to avoid that. Obviously use a stamper that you don't really care much about. And then I'm going to go in with this one because it's square, so it's a bit of a different shape to the last one. And then I'm just going to do the exact same thing again. I'm just going to go straight in. I've got hair on the end, get that first. There you go. So it's really easy to get like a really thin amount as well, which is good because that can be really tricky to paint if you want a really small amount. But we're going back in an attempt to get it a bit thicker. And look at that! How good, that's really good. I'm quite impressed with that. So obviously it would be much easier if it's an actual finger because you can like obviously control the pressure and where it goes and stuff. It is pretty difficult doing it this way. I'm going to pop a little bit more on here. It's pretty difficult doing it this way because obviously it's difficult to maneuver, but I just want you to see like the overall ease of it. Down that side a bit more. But yeah, look at that. Well, you would if you could, because my phone has just been an absolute nightmare today. There we go. It's pretty neat as well, to be fair. That's really good. Definitely need more like over one side than the other. I've tried not to watch too many videos on this because I sort of wanted to do it like sort of go in like blind sort of thing, just to see how easy it really is without really looking into it. But it is super easy. Look at that. What is wrong with my camera? There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to pop that one in the lamp, move on to the next. Secure that. So we're going in with a longer one this time. I don't know how this is really going to work, but we'll see. I'm just going to wipe off the excess again with my lint-free wipe. Oh gosh, dropping it. And then I'm just going to go over my lint roller again. I don't know what the actual way is of cleaning it because I wouldn't want to wet my stamper because that just, I don't know, I don't even bring myself to do it, to be honest. So I'm just going to keep wiping it on there. That's fine. It's nice and clean, to be fair. It's staying clean. So we're going in with white again this time. So I'm just going to apply that. I'm going to apply it like a little bit longer this time. I don't know whether you need to or not, but just do it anyway, just in case. Okay, so this one is much longer. So here we go again. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to hold it just like that. So I'm going to start down here and just push upwards and in. Ooh, that is beautiful. Look at that. So I'm assuming obviously to get it like more of it you need to push it into it rather than down like this, but I'm just showing you like different ways to do it. So if we do it both ways you can see how to get the thin area, and then hopefully if we do it again we'll get it a bit deeper this time. So we're going downwards this time. I've just pulled it off the what's it by accident, but obviously that wouldn't happen if it was a real person. But that looks really good. Super, super easy. My camera is really annoying me today. Just going to attempt to get this back on here without smudging this or anything. There we go. We're back in business. I'm going to pop a little bit more on here. I'm going back in again. Just experimenting really, just to see how easy / not easy it is, because a lot of things like this can look easy, then you go to try it and you think, yeah, that's all an illusion, it's not. But this actually, I'm feeling good about this. It's really good. The only problem you got to worry about is obviously look at all that under there. That would be under a client's nail. So I wouldn't, this is obviously like, I wouldn't class this as a professional way to do something. Wouldn't recommend doing it on a real person. Like, it's more just, I don't know, I don't really see the point in it, to be honest, because obviously you wouldn't want all that product over an actual person's nails. But the idea is there, and it's much easier. If you could, it's like I said earlier, like if you've got some of that masking stuff, like the liquid latex sort of thing, that you could put around your client's nail to make sure that any product that does escape doesn't get on them, then I can imagine it being pretty useful. But I wouldn't want to go through all that effort, to be honest. I would rather just paint the French, but it's always fun to just do something different and try new things out anyway, so I'm still glad we've tried it. Just getting it off my stamper. My stamper's still staying pretty clean, to be fair, which I'm surprised at. It is broken, so that's another thing to look out for as well. But like I said, it was already broken to start, so I'm not too upset. So we're going in now with the glitter one again, just to mix it up a little bit, make it fair. We'll do one then the other. And this time I'm going to go in with this shorter one, but we're going to go further in, like downwards, not forwards this time. So we'll see how that goes first time. So let's just go straight in, not think about it too much. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Look how easy that was. Super, super easy. And that's literally it for that one. Super easy, that one. Really, really good. So the next one we're going to do, I'm just going to do this colour again, just to prevent, see I've just made another hole there as well, where I've just stuck that in because it was sharp. But like I said, I didn't care because this was already broke, but just bear that in mind. If the nails are sharp, then you probably are going to break it. So we're going in with this long one now. And we're just going to, again, just push it in and then just make sure it's all nice and covered. So I'm going to go down from here. And then upwards to the side, even on both sides, and then lift. How easy was that? Super, super easy. I actually really like this, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said though, it's not practical for doing on clients or anything, but for ease, it is super easy, which is good. But look at the state of my stamper. We've got this huge cut here, which might have been the original one, I don't remember. One over here, and there's one down here somewhere as well. So let's just wipe this off. It is easy enough to get clean, but obviously as you can see, that's basically broken it in multiple places. This wasn't there before, this wasn't there before, and neither was this. This one was the one that I'd made like way before, I don't know when, but it's been there for ages. Not really used this one. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Only really, if you are going to do this somehow safely, then make sure to use a stamp you don't care about. So let's take them out and give them all a top coat. I'm going to use this top coat. So let's have a closer look at them. This was the shorter square one that we did. What is this fly doing? Did anyone see that fly then? They're getting really brave lately, aren't they? So this one, I don't know if you can tell, is way too bulky. This side area here is really thick, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if it wasn't cured properly. So that is something to look out for. I would typically just sit with a brush and maybe take off excess, or if you've got gloves on, you could wipe the excess off from the side with your thumb. If you've got gloves on, being the main point there. But obviously I'm not going to sort it out because it's already cured now. This is all an experiment, so it's not an issue that it's not perfect because it's the first go. And then next we've got this little one, which annoyingly has a little, where are we, a little bead here of white, but again, I'm not going to sort it out. I've literally just pulled it off, which was probably the most stupid thing I could have done. And now my blue glitter that's come out of my nail is now stuck to it. Okay, I gave it a little buff just for 1 second, took 2 seconds to get rid of. Little buff, smoothed it out, easy peasy, and here we are with a beautiful French nail. And then next up, that fly that's just been flying underneath the lamp is the most irritating fly I've ever come across in my life. It's just really bugging me, but there you go. So here we've got another one of the glittery ones. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this one. Did you see him again then? I don't know if he's going actually underneath the phone or just the lamp. Can't figure it out, but he's very annoying. I need to get rid of him. But that is beautiful as well. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. And then last but not least, we've got our longer stiletto one. To be honest, the type of stamper that I used was really quite firm. I think it would be much easier with a softer stamper, but I didn't have any spare soft stampers that I wasn't bothered about ruining, which is why I just naturally used that one. But I'm still happy with how they turned out. I just think if you used a softer stamper, you might not have such a high chance of ruining it if it's a bit more flexible. But yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do like these experimenting videos. I do them quite often. I need to think of the next thing that I'm going to experiment with now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!